Hello extra. So this video is going to be on discount villages and the question of am I using them correctly? Because if you watch a lot of my main channel videos, I almost always drop like a discount village in chimps mode. And the main reason why this video is spawned is because of this Reddit post that I saw several weeks ago. When is it worth it to get a discount village? Well, I guess we'll just show you the post. It's not exactly entirely accurate because it doesn't take into account if you want to buy the other village upgrades. So these numbers here, don't look at it too much. We'll get into more of that later. Let me just scroll down to the comments first off. Oh shit, I really want to get crispy right now. Sheesh. Anyways, it was this comment down here that I guess spawned this video. Look, a lot of upvotes, guys. Every time I watch ISAB hyperfixate on getting 2 XX2 villages, I die a little inside. Most time, they are actually losing in money and making challenges harder. Now, I don't think anyone is genuinely like angry at the world or they lose sleep at night because if I was doing it wrong or if I was doing it inefficiently, that people would like, I don't know, again, like live that rent-free in their head, you know, unsub because of that. But let me show you that I am not actually losing money, that after I did a little bit of research. And that research is in the form of this Google Sheets document here. I just felt like it, but I decided to go back to my last 20 plus videos in which I used a discount village to analyze whether or not it was worth it to buy or not. Let me explain after reading, I guess, a couple more of these comments here. Definitely what I call a money-losing habit. We're losing money, but you physically feel like you need to do it. But it's not just OCD. Let me just keep going down. This guy corrects it. Again, I'll get more into that in a second. Yeah, I want to point out this one, though. The same OP. He said, or at least the claim is that at least half the time, every time I do the discount village thing, it is losing me money. But again, I've gone through and analyzed it. So let me first explain the 3 situations, at least that like I normally do when I use villages. There's more than 3, but I'm just gonna go over the main 3. The first one is when you have, well, if you want to go for jungle drums and camo radar scanner, I usually do this, 202 and 022. Second situation is just a 202. If I don't need camo, then I'll get a 202 discount. Or third situation, I don't need either village upgrades. Just a simple 002. So I denoted that as situation A, B, and C over here on this Google sheet. So doing the breakpoints, like the break-even points, with the situation A, 202 and 022 village, well, it ends up being that the difference between buying these 2 village upgrades is 2.4k, meaning you gotta spend 12k on tier 3s or lower to break even. Situation B is again, I ordered it wrong here, but yeah. It's just a simple 202. This is obviously the cheapest, because you only need to pay back the 1 plus k you spent on the 2 upgrades for 15%. So only 7.2k. Water. One taking is definitely hard, at least for me. How do people like one take without a water break? Anyway, situation C is obviously the most expensive because you gotta, at least OP of the Reddit post took into account the base cost of the village. But the other 2 situations are if you already plan to get a village anyways for the other upgrades. And that is the very important thing, because if you only looked at the 15833 number for all situations, then obviously there'll be less times when it's worth it, but it's actually not. So now I'm gonna go over the 20 recent situations that this occurred in for my video. So first things first, let's go over this video here. When the random prop mod blocking the track, that was a Chimp's run. I had 2 villages. One of them, this one in the top right, I originally had the Dark Knight in there. So the column, I have 1 discount under this. This one falls under Situation B, because I wanted jungle drums on it. Okay, I probably won't go into too much detail on every single video here, but since it's the first one. The second village here was just for the MIB, and fell into Situation C, because I wasn't getting any other upgrades on it. But in both cases, the overall cost of everything I bought in it was over 20k, so it's worth it. Next up, the Infinite Phoenix bug. Chimps mode. 1, oh my god, the bit rate. 1 discount village. And that discount village was under a lot of shit. Okay, there's 2 discounts here, but just to keep it simple, yes, it does end up paying off. Because I got so much shit. Glue Storm, Comanche, which I actually messed up the document. As in, I only looked at this 1 village here. But, again, since we're getting a MIB on those 2, MIB adds up so much. Usually if I'm getting a MIB, or a Dark Knight, like, those are very expensive tier 3, so I'm always saving money. I can do the math for me, because I forgot this part, but yes, worth it. Next up, this video, Megalodon. So this one already, what do you call it? I actually explained, well, the reason for the discounts, and the fact that I might have actually been losing out, because I ended up changing placements of what I want to get later on, but there's 2 villages here. This one actually is really close. Really close as in only a couple $1,000s over the number I ended up with. Situation B and C for both villages. Both of them barely squeezed by, because I was just getting a bunch of gray whites over here. And then the top left end up paying off after I end up getting a Relentless Glue. Glue is also a big reason why it ends up paying off a lot of the time. Okay, so far, last 3 recent videos where I used it in have paid itself off, but let's go over this one real quick. Sun Avatar, I don't even have to explain. This one's more of a, I guess, a showcase run, but this is the first one, or the most recent one, where it did not break even. This one falls under Situation, I think it was A, Situation A. I was, after doing the math and this formula here, to add up all the costs of every tower, it ended up being only a couple $1,000s short. So, yeah. I will admit, I didn't, do it optimally exactly in this run here. However, sorry. However, you have to note that, like, even though it didn't break even, it was honestly pretty close. Because, I don't know if I want to do the math in my head right now, but I probably lost like $500 doing that. As opposed to, I mean, I guess if you added everything else I saved in the last... It obviously doesn't count because it's a different run, but you know what I mean. Here's another one where it's no, but I wrote down exclamation over here. The recursive bomb run. So, yeah, this was obviously a really stupid decision. I put a discount just to discount the 420. Not even the mortar here, because I ended up getting... Well, I got that first. But the reason why I got this village was to try to increase the range of the other village. So I was like, why not get discounts while I'm already there? Obviously, it didn't pay itself off, but like, you can see why, or you can see why I decided to go for that, right? But yeah. The discount was pretty close, though, again, because this falls under Situation B. Sorry, no. Yeah, Situation B, because, again, if I'm saying I already got the village here for the range reasons, then we only count the 2 upgrades, which is this one. So, again, even though it didn't pay itself off, it was pretty close. Moving on, though. Ice Shard's got a massive damage buff. Again, Mib, Glue Storm, instant pay itself off. Heli Pilot 2 NPC. These villages here paid itself off. There's a bit of asterisk in the document though, because it actually the second village technically didn't pay itself off. I don't remember exactly why I got this village over here. Probably just because I wanted to feel better about myself. Like, yes, it is psychologically, like, that, one of those right comments was correct. Psychologically, it does feel like, it just feels better knowing you're saving money on discounting something, even though you end up paying more in the long run. So, okay, I should probably add another column here saying no on that village, because, yeah, that was probably, definitely not necessary. Next one, Shinobi spam. They're all tier 3 towers. I don't need to explain. Yes, it's worth it. You kind of get the gist of this point, so I'm going to rapidly go over the last couple of them. The Golden Eagle one. Again, I did the math, and it did end up being worth it. Although, I guess you could say there is this other village over here, but that, again, that was, again, just for range that I didn't actually put in the document. And that one in the top right corner. Oops, I forgot to note that. But again, since those jungle drums, I'm pretty sure 300 plus 023 is more than 72. So I'm going to say a yes on that. Let me save this one for last, because it's actually a no. Let's just go in reverse order. Does anyone remember this video? Oh my god, it's so long ago. Yes, I really went this far back. Did the math. It is worth it. This one is a Shinobi video. Worth it. Speaking of Shinobi, where is it? Ouch Chimps. Worth it. Don't even have to look at that. This one is another a 2 million pops challenge. Glue Storm and stuff. Worth it. Chimps on Chimps. There's so many discount villages here that I can't really technically keep count of each one here. But I did... What did I put on this document here? Lots and lots of Spike Storms. How much it cost? IDK. But Spike Storms are very cheap. Like... Or, sorry, they're a lot of money for tier 3s, 230, so I think I did do some quick maths, and yes, it ended up being worth, especially with Mib as well. These balls freeze everything. Yes, there's a lot of tier 3 druids and all that. V, Mib, and Velociraptor, duh. Now here's where the no is. There's two villages here. The one on the right side was worth it, because I end up getting Spike Storms and upgraded farms for that. But this village in the middle here, I apparently only spent on an A battery. And this falls under, I believe, Situation B. So, again, it didn't pay itself off, but I really only lost $500. And I think I only got that by the very end of the game. We're pretty late in the game, right? I don't remember, but yeah, past the middle of the game. But again, it's like, even if it didn't pay itself off, pretty minor stuff. Anyways, if you want to, I guess, tally everything up, including the extra no's I forgot and the yeses I forgot, then I'd say it's not half these situations that I am, you know, not saving money. It's more like 20%, if not a little less or a little more. So again, I don't think there was any ill intent with that Reddit comment. It was just, you know, I felt called out because, you know, I didn't expect to see my name there. There's also another comment on this Reddit post that I would like to point out. This one over here. So, you know how I mentioned at the start that there's more than 3 situations? Well, I think this comment here gives another situation where, like, that I didn't actually realize before. Which was it? There's a triple village. If you ever end up spending over 30,000 on T3s and below, then this combo is better. But there's also this combo. 002 plus 220. Single discount, but the other village is 220. And if you fall under this amount spent T3s and below, then you should use it. Which I did not ever use because, you know, I just keep it simple. But that's something to keep in mind for maybe next time, because there's several situations where I fall under that price range. Anyways, that's it. I hope you guys learned a little bit about discount villages. I will be more wary of using them in the future, but just know that I think there's a good reason why I use it so much, because it's, I mean, most time it's worth it. Subscribe to this channel, please, and thank you. Or else the Cookie Monster will steal your cookies.